Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Got a trick for you today called Random Objects. Got an envelope here in the corner that we'll get to later. I also have a deck of cards, a dice, and a coin. Now, these three things all have one thing in common, and that is they are all used to create randomness. You can shuffle a deck of cards and pick out a card at random. You can roll a dice to get a random number. You can flip a coin to get a random heads or tails. We're going to use each of these three objects to help us generate a random result. So we'll start with the cards here. Spectator can cut the cards as many times as they would like until they are happy. Once they're done, I'd ask them to give me a number from 1 to 52. Free choice. Since I don't have a spectator, I'm going to use these two dice here. They've got lots of different numbers on them. I'm going to roll these two dice. I'll take the two numbers, add them up, and we'll count down to that number in the deck. So I'll roll these two dice here, and we have a 12 and a 7, which totals 19. So let's say the spectator gives me the number 19. So we'll count down to the 19th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right there. Now, if you had cut the cards differently, if you had given me a different number, or if we had rolled a different number, we would have arrived at a different card. We could have arrived at the 8 of diamonds, we could have arrived at the 9 of spades, could have arrived at the 5 of hearts, but we arrived at the Queen of Spades. So we'll move on now to the dice. We're going to use this dice to give us not one number, but three numbers that we will add together. So I'm going to ask the spectator to give me two things. First of all, what number do they want to start facing up? Do they want the 4 to start up, the 6 to start upwards, the 3, whatever number they want? Then I'd also tell them that we're going to rotate the dice to give us three numbers. So I'd ask them, do they want us to rotate the dice towards them, like this? Rotate the dice away from them, towards me, like this? Do they want to rotate the dice to their left, like this? Or rotate the dice to their right, like this? So two completely free choices they get to make. So first of all, let's say they want to start with the number 5, like that. And let's say they want to rotate the dice to their left, so this way. So we'll rotate the dice to their left to give us three numbers. So we'll start with the 5 that they picked, rotate to give us a 6, which is 11, and then one more time a 2 to give us 13. So that's their grand total. But keep in mind, they could have picked something else. They could have started with a 2 and rotated the dice towards them, in which case you'd have 2, 6, and 5 makes 11. So you could have ended up with a number of different totals here, but they ended up with 13. So we have the Queen of Spades, 13, and then finally we'll flip the coin. I'm not going to flip the coin here on camera because I might go off the table. I'm just going to spin it. It is just a normal coin. There's a heads, there's a tails. You can borrow the coin. It's just a regular coin. So I'll give the coin a spin here, and it lands on heads. So based on completely random decisions and moves by the spectator, we ended up with the Queen of Spades, but again, it could have been any of these cards here. 13, but again, it could have been 11, could have been any number of different values. And we've ended up with heads, although it certainly could have been tails. So Queen of Spades, 13, and heads. This envelope has been over here this entire time. If we open it up, there's one piece of paper inside that happens to say Queen of Spades, 13, and heads. Nothing else in the envelope. You can rip this open, hand it to the spectator. Three completely random outcomes, all predetermined. So that is the effect, you guys. It's called Random Objects, and I appreciate you watching. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Please come on back soon the next time I upload, and I will see you all next time.